the 3rd Vlogmas day. Welcome to the 3rd of December. It is Sunday. I've got new headbands on today. These came all the way from Canada last year. There we go. I'll show you my box of headbands. There we go. That's all my bits and pieces in there with the Santa hats as well. So today we are getting organised for the dinner and dance. So I woke up so early this morning, it's so annoying. But anyway, I woke up early, so I just did all my comments, replied to all my comments, did all of that. I've kind of generally tidied washing away and things like that. I'm going to get another washing on and I'm just going to get myself organised. I've added my teeth whitening strips. Remember I was saying I'm getting things ready. The underwear's there. I need to take the labels off of this and everything. Getting organised. I'm waiting for Ruth to come over because she said she was going to come and just put some curls in my hair, something like that. We'll see. We'll see. I've done my skincare. I'm gonna hoover and all that, then kind of just jump in the shower and do a quick rinse down before I moisturise and put all the glittery things on and all of that. But you'll see all of that eventually. What vlog? I have no idea. I don't even know if this vlog's going to go up. But anyway, let's get organised. Cheers! First job. Let's get the washing on. Oh! Because busy charging up the Santas. There we go. Okay, I have my makeup ready that I'm planning to use. So I've got my clean brushes here. I've got used brushes here. So these are the ones I kind of use regularly. And what I'm planning to use. So I'm having a bit of a problem with this, but I'll show you in a minute when I'm hands-free basically. So this is my, not this one. Where is it? This one. This is my original, but I think it's gone off. I noticed this the last time I used it, but I'll show you. I'll spray it on my hands and I'll show you what happens with this. But it's okay. I've got a new one here. I've got my, how old is this? But keep it for special occasions. So before I start putting my foundation on, I'm going to apply this under my foundation. Foundation is my usual Estee Lauder Tawny. And then I have some Vive Extra Glow if I need it at the end, just to finish things off. So this is the Vive Skin Dew. You can also use that like this. Hoover's going on downstairs. We must have spilt something. I'm still going to run through the house with the Hoover anyway. Here I have my Rouge blusher and eyeshadows, which I'm not sure what I'm going to use until I use them, but they're all kind of purple colours, and I'll show you them while I'm doing the get ready with me. Always have my little, just rushing, and I'm not thinking Star Gold in the, I can't think of her name, Charlotte Tilbury. There we go. And this will be Jean, again Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerise. And some just powder, but again you're going to see all of this. Got my highlighter and my bronzer, Hermes, and then a new primer for my eyelashes, the MAC mascara, eyeliner, my lipstick, my lip liner which is Estee Lauder, some white eyeliner, and my brow to just to, you know, just to, I don't know, that's the mirror I'll be using to film on. And whatever this was, I can't even remember, I can't even think. This must be one of the quads, limited edition. Anyway, I'll show all of that if I remember wet ones for cleaning off my brushes in between sessions. And that's the makeup that I will be using to do the get ready with me. Oh, no ears on. Or headband, or whatever you like to call it. Let's go and do the snacks. And then I'm going to jump into the shower to freshen myself. Okay. Snacks are ready. There we go. Olives, selection of cheeses, salami with cheese, some chicken satay things. And here I'm going to put, Alexa, stop! I'm going to put crisps and Pringles. By the way, people, so I bought these for today. Look. He's like a child, people. He's like a child. He ate half the box last night. He's not supposed to be eating these things. Oh, I think that's Ruth arrived to curl my hair. Right, just as well I've got some crisps up there out of Rico's sight. Okay, we have our hairdresser here who's been out working on a Sunday. What did you do, a hair up this morning?
A bouncy blow dry.
Bouncy blow dry. I'm taking it they're going out, whoever it is.
Yeah, they're going to a wedding in Edinburgh.
Alright, okay. So she's here just to give me a wee curl. And then she's going to go and do her mum's hair.
Yes.
And then she's going to do it herself. And she has no idea what she's going to wear.
I have no idea.
Okay. That's Ruth away. So she's just clipped my curls up. I'm just going to go and do my makeup now. My house is ding ding. Ding ding. Christmas. It feels like Christmas and everything is sparkling. I've got a washing in. So I've had my shower. Put my towel in the washing machine, cleaned down my shower. My house has all been hoovered. Everything is done. The only thing I'm dreading is when Rico takes Lily a walk. With this snow, this is what I hate. Everything ends up filthy. Anyway, never mind all of that. Hey, my Lily, she's there, right there. Can we see her? Where is she? There she's there, right there. Right, change of dressing gown. Put a, you know, the after shower dressing gown on, but the one that I'm going to do my makeup with, because I don't like to use my white company one for makeup. Right, I'm just going to put you on the stand and get this face done. There we go. Oh, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Let me see. We'll leave those messages just now, because if I start answering messages, that is me. I need to get my makeup on because I'm going to try and get you uploaded, is what I'm going to try and do. Okay, we're going to go in with, oh, this is what I wanted to show you first, the fix it thing. Like, I think it's gone off because look what happens when you shake it well. Right, I'm going to spray it from a distance. Right, let me see if I'm going to pick this up. Can we see what it's doing? Can you see those marks, like blotches on my hand? Right, and I tested it this time because I noticed the last time I put it on, it's good to put it on my face now because you know how my face reacts to things, so I'm not going to use it, but it's on my hands. So the last time I used it and after I'd done my makeup, I sprayed it and I could see all these blotches on my face and I couldn't understand what it was, but anyway, I'm not going to risk it. Not going to risk it. Not for a frisket. Just making things up now. See, that stuff has gone everywhere. Oh, it's no good. It's literally all over everything. Anyway, never mind. That's not the problem here. Let's go in with Morning Aura. I don't know if there's any left. There's a wee bit left. Just to add some glow to the skin. So, like I said earlier on, I've already done my skincare. This is actually a wee bit early for my makeup, but like I said, want to get up the vlog. Let's have a chit chat. Last night's video went up and I spoke about the comment that It's Only War Paint had left. I've got a feeling I'm going to mention her in every vlog like I did during Vlogtober. But it's just because she has a lot of input in my comments, as do many of you. Anyway, and I spoke about, what did I speak about yesterday? What was it about? It was about, you know, the buying, the excess buying, and how it can get boring, the unboxings, if people are continuously unboxing, but it was much deeper than that. It's not just your basic, oh, we're all bored of unboxings, which we've all spoken about a million times. But, you know, I think it's just, oh, that reminds me, I need to take my jewellery off as well. I need to take all this jewellery off. Let me just take these earrings off now, that I remember. You know, it's people, it's not just the YouTubers that get into this addiction of luxury. You know, when you start watching it, the addiction begins as well, because, you know, you buy the one thing and then you go on to the next thing. As a viewer, I think it's just as bad for viewers as it is for people uploading videos. I've spoken about this before, like when I was watching everybody with all their SLGs, designer SLGs, I fell into that trap. I always carried a diary with me, always carried a diary with me. Now, why? Because I had been watching YouTube and everybody was pulling out these little agendas from their bags, you know, a designer agenda. I felt I needed a designer one. No, but actually, see those wee thin ones that I used to we used to always get given them in the restaurant by companies, and it was the thin ones, and I always carried one of them, and they were fine, but I fell into the trap of wanting an LV agenda, you know. And it's the same with all the SLGs. I always had a designer purse because I always liked a designer purse. I've said before, I would get the designer purse to match the handbags. Would get the handbag for Christmas and the designer purse to match the handbag at my birthday, which is in February. And that happened once a year. One designer bag, one designer purse every year is what happened. Not like all the time. People, it's the battery. I did warn you, we were going to keep saying it's the battery. The battery's flashing, but actually it's a good time because it means that I can charge it up ready. Okay, let me just okay, and just like that we have a new battery. Right, let's get some foundation on. Oh, I never brought my thing either that I do my, never mind, I'll use a sponge is what I'll use to blob it on. Estee Lauder, there we go. So what was I saying? I can't remember, but anyway, let's move on from that subject. Yeah, I was saying one handbag a year and all of that, which were our tradition. That was my tradition, which is going to take me onto the next chit chat of traditions, Christmas traditions, what we have as Christmas tradition. So that was my tradition, a new designer bag, the matching purse. People, I'm going in with my fingers. Yeah, Christmas traditions. What Christmas traditions do you have now as an adult? What have you brought forward from your own traditions as a child? Because I was having this conversation with Susan the other day about Christmas and how we celebrated Christmas as a child, and of course we were doing that thing about, oh, children are spoiled these days, they get far too much, blah 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 blah, you know, all that kind of thing. I was saying to Susan, well, Susan said to me her mum went all out at Christmas, you know, whereas I'd never ever experienced anything that I had. Amazing time growing up. I don't want this to sound in a negative way, it's just the way I grew up, so don't take this negatively in a negative way. None of this is. I had great Christmases. My mum did the best that they could. My mum and dad worked very hard, and Christmas was a very busy period for them. So I didn't have this getting up in the morning and having all these gifts under the Christmas tree. I didn't have an advent calendar. I don't even know if advent calendars existed then. I need to look it up when they started. I know that the concept of an advent calendar started in Germany. But anyway, so I had none of those traditions. I always remember Christmas being a really busy time. Christmas was a time that my dad loved Christmas. We always had parties at Christmas. So my parents' friends, relatives, one would have the party on Christmas Day, one would have a party on Boxing Day, one would have a party on Christmas Eve, one would have a party on New Year's Day, one would have a party on New Year's Eve. So for those 2 weeks we were partying all the time. So I would be partying with my cousins, Nasia, who I quite often speak about. They would be part of that company, and we would go from house to house, and it was a party time. The men would sit and gamble, we would dance, then the men would come in and dance. It was that kind of thing. There would be great big vast tables of food and all of that. That was what Christmas meant to me. It wasn't about getting up and having all these gifts under the Christmas tree. I got gifts from other relatives, and that's how it was. And my parents would get gifts for the other families, but not specifically for me. So that was never a tradition for me. I was a total opposite when it came to my boys. I had a room full of gifts for them, and Christmas was, you know, it was all about Santa. I don't even remember believing in Santa. Honestly, I don't even remember believing in Santa. So I didn't have the traditional traditions at all. But I don't remember feeling as if I'd missed out, or I don't remember thinking, oh, everybody else is doing this and I'm not doing it. I just didn't know about it, and I don't even know if my parents really knew anything about it. I don't even know if they did that in Cyprus when they came over. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I do remember questioning my mum one year, like, why do I not get, because I was sitting there and I was helping her wrap the presents for everybody else, and I do remember questioning her and saying to her, why do I not get anything at Christmas, from my mum and dad? And my mum looked at me and she says, well, she says, do you need anything? She says, we buy you things all year. We don't wait for once a year. She says, whenever you need something or whenever you want something, we buy it for you. She says to me, so we don't wait for just this day to buy you something. And she says to me, and it's costs so much to buy for everybody else. She says to me, and you're not really needing anything. And you know what? I accepted that. So that's what my Christmases were like. Now when my boys grew up, not when they grew up, when I had the boys from day one, from their very first Christmas, you know, it was, bearing in mind, Luke's a November baby, George is a December baby, and Costa's a February baby. From day one, it was gifts under the Christmas tree, it was all the tradition, it was putting the snow down, filling the room with balloons, having the Christmas tunes. When I had the three of them, their piles would literally be separate. Pile for Costa, pile for George, a pile for Luke, and they would go in, and it was a big thing. Then, and my mum and dad would always come for Christmas. They'd always spend Christmas Day with, close the door because Rico's going to come in, I'm going to lose my chain of thought. And see and what was I saying? So I must see, this is it, but I get interrupted when I hear noises in the background. I get interrupted. So I did all of that for the boys, balloons, Christmas tunes, everything. Oh, my mum and dad would always come up Christmas and spend the time with us. Christmas Day, they would always be here. Bearing in mind, Rico would always go off to work on Christmas Day when, you know, the boys were really young and I couldn't go off to work. And then when they were old enough that, you know, basically when I stopped breastfeeding and all that, I started working on Christmas Day, and my mum and dad would always be here with them on Christmas Day. So it was always very important to us that Christmas morning was really special, because Rico would always go away that day. But, you know, that's how the boys grew up, and it was fine. They've not missed out anything out of it. You know, I think we all look too much into everything these days. And so as a grandmother now, I've created some makeup on, people. So I'm going to go back in with a bit more foundation. Can you also hear my phone dinging? Ding. People, get ready. Stop messaging me. Oh, that'll probably be Ruth. That'll be our Ruth going, I have to look at this, because I said to her before she left, going off on one again, I said to her before we left, oh, I'm going to get ready for all your taxis now. I don't know what to wear. No, you know, the same carry on. It's all voice messages. Let me see if I can let you hear it. Sometimes they're a bit, oh, here it is. The stress is kicking in. Don't know where to start. Don't have time to go to Primark. Justin. Right, okay.
George is worse than me. Said to him, my outfit, yeah. It's 12. George has no clue what he's wearing. Does not have trousers to match the shirt he got. I can't wait for her to see me. We'll maybe need to just meet you right. Is Rico wearing like a suit? It's quite dressy, isn't it? It's a dinner dance. Your mum won't even listen to this.
Actually, I have listened to it, Ruth, and you're on the vlog. You're on the vlog. Rico is wearing his grey suit, and I got him a Ralph Lauren shirt, but I don't think he's wearing a tie or anything. That's what he's wearing. Okay, goodness knows what I was talking about. I can hear Rico walking about in the right. People, I need to hold on till I zoom into my face, because I need to make sure the foundation looks okay, because I said to Ruth, you know, I'm the one that's not organised. I'm the one that's organised about what I'm going to wear. And you watch this space. When I put it on, something's going to happen. Because everybody's in a panic except me. Susan was doing outfits this morning, Ruth said to me. Of what she's going to wear, what shoes with what dress and all of that. Okay. That's that. Enrico's standing here beside me. He's come here, look what he's doing. He's taking all my money, like.
Right.
I took his coins. He has a wee bag of coins and I took them out and he went looking for them. I said, they're fine, they're in my purse.
I'll be back shortly then.
Okay, bye. Cheerio.
I've got Cremant, it's in the fridge. Okay.
Cremant. Is that the champagne we're having?
It's a sparkling wine, okay?
Oh, it's a sparkling wine.
Cremant.
Okay, this is right, okay. This is number 7, Protect and Perfect. And sometimes my eyes are just very dry and just probably dehydrated. So I'm just going to put that on just to smooth them out a little. I did my mask last night, my red light therapy. Well, I did all 3 lights, did the red, the blue, and oh my goodness, all over the place. And I did it this morning as well before I got up. See, I just feel that. Do you not think that just makes a difference? I think that makes a difference. Don't rub. Someone's going to stop rubbing it. Tap it. I know, people, but I'm multitasking. I'm multitasking. Okay. So, right. So, as a grandmother, I remembered what I was talking about. As a grandmother, I've started my own traditions of going to Panto every year, taking the whole family to Panto. But when I do these traditions, I want everybody to be excited about it. I don't want to be expected kind of thing. Like, I'm doing it, like now I'm not doing it for my children, I'm doing it for my grandchildren, and they love it. Like Theo this year, he said to his mum, Kelly and Costa weren't going to come up this year because it's a hassle for them with all the gifts. Like, they weren't going to come up for Christmas Day, they were going to come kind of Boxing Day, drive up Boxing Day. I think that's what they did last year if I remember correctly. But Theo insisted he liked Christmas at Yaya's house. So they decided that it was going to be Christmas. So basically Theo decided it was going to be Christmas at Yaya's house. So that's Theo's tradition. So it wasn't keen on it last year when they didn't do that. Anyway, so going to Panto is a tradition for me. Going out to eat with the family. This is as a big event that we like to do. So that's my tradition, taking them to a Panto, then going out for something to eat, and the Christmas pyjamas. That's also my tradition as well. Right, so what I went to get was a prime time eyelid primer. Don't normally use these things, just on special occasions. I've not used it for so long. It's blinking well dried up now. I managed to get some. People have managed to get some. But some, like I said, I don't normally use primers and things, but hey ho. Right, just a bit of eraser. What's it called? The Maybelline eraser. Just a bit down here. I kind of stopped doing all that when I got that Merio, whatever it is. Peri-oral dermatitis, is that what it was called? I'll link that video below at some point. People, when you're watching this, don't expect any links because or a thumbnail or any of that. I'll probably do all of that tomorrow at some point. I'll put a thumbnail on this video tomorrow and links and all of that, and bear with me if you need any links. Oh, yeah, pyjamas. Oh, and the advent calendars, although this year I cut back on the advent calendars. Don't know if you've noticed this in the vlog. So normally I get all my grandchildren advent calendars and all the adults, but I kind of stopped it this year. So I only got an advent calendar for Luke this year because he hasn't got anybody else just now to get him an advent calendar, and I know he really enjoys it. But last year I got advent calendars, and like George went out and bought advent calendars and and so they had multiple advent calendars, and that's what I felt as if, well, the tradition was, and you know me, I like a traditional chocolate advent calendar, and I think sometimes we can all go to the extremes. It's only Wallpaint who's bought every luxury advent calendar that's going. I've mentioned her again. She wants paid, by the way, because of the mentions. Anyway, so I would like a beauty advent calendar, but you know how I'm so sensitive and all of that, and I don't want to spend, because there can be a lot of money and then not be able to use the products. So I think to myself, instead of spending that money on the advent calendar, let me buy like the nice products, you know, like the Chanel lipstick that's £140, something that I really want, as opposed to spending that money on an advent calendar and for it to have products that I can't use or won't use. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I haven't ever bought a beauty advent calendar. And I really think this year the chocolate one is like a special treat for me, because as you all know, I'm repeating myself, I know, I don't really eat those types of chocolates anymore. Gosh, my eyes are feeling very dry. So let's go in with highlighter now. So yeah, so I was saying about the advent calendars and why I didn't buy them all. Advent calendars this year. Last year I was down in Milton Keynes, so I took the kids' advent calendar with me, and I'm very much, what I buy for one, I buy for the other. And Georgie's granny, Susan, she had bought Georgie a dolly advent calendar, so each doll had a miniature doll in it. So I thought, well, she's got that one, what's the point? So I'm just going to buy an extra Barbie one, have it in the house, and when she's here she can open that out. So that's why. And Kelly, and because I hadn't bought anybody one, I didn't send one for Theo and Anna either. So that's why this year I thought, well, it doesn't seem to be my tradition anymore. And that's why I decided, oh please tell me I've not left another brush. I'm just going to go in with this one. But before I put highlighter on it, I just want to pat down my eyes before I use it for highlighter, because I'm not getting up again for another brush, goodness sake. So it's the Hermes highlighter. So I like to go around my face with this, so I even put it on my eyelids like so, and then I go over my lips with the highlighter, and then on the cheeks. That's that done. I'm going to now go in with the Hermes bronzer. These were all gifts, I know how lucky I am. So that came from B Rachel. This one came from Lux and Roses. Okay, let's go in with this. And lightly, it's quite very pigmented. That's why I didn't get advent calendars for everybody this year. I'm sure Kelly will watch this, and she's been sending me a few messages that she never got her advent calendar this year. Postage is so expensive, people. This is ombre multi effect. Oh, this is an eyeshadow. Right, let's start building the eyeshadows. Going in with purples. There we go. So this is, what was it? Le for ombre tweed 02 tweed pure purple. I'm not even gonna try, people. I'm not even gonna try. Right, I'm gonna go in with the lightest colour, which is what I always do. What's the brush that fell? And just go in. Oh, it's not. I like that over the highlighter, by the way. Oh, I like that over the highlighter. Want a thinner brush? Go in with that one there, and then start building with the next lightest colour, which is there. And just build. Like I said, I always do my makeup the same way. Just use different colours. Sometimes purples can make you look like your eyes bruised. Alright, that's enough. So I don't specifically have you know, everybody has to come to me on Christmas Day. I kind of just let it happen. Whatever happens, happens. I don't make great big plans, you know. My house is always open on Christmas Day. If I get invited, I go. If I don't, I have it in my own house, and then whoever doesn't have anywhere to go comes here. Basically, is what happens on Christmas Day. That's, I don't specify that it's Christmas Day is always at my house or whatever. I just go with the flow. Okay, I'm going in with this gold 925 antique ombre premiere. That was when it was the premiere collection. I'm just gonna go in here just to add a bit more glow in here, and just bring it up and over. Oh, I've got more purples in here. I'm gonna go in with that purple if it's a darker purple, the darkest one in there. Yeah, that's more like the purple on my jumpsuit. I'm gonna go in with Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, it's my comfort. This Charlotte Tilbury. It's my comfort, and I cry if I want to. So I'm just gonna go with the MAC Rouge. I know, I call it a rouge. Which one is this? I can't even see. Does it even see? This is Flashing Ice Extra Dimension Skin Finish Trio Medium Deep. Oh gosh, I'm a nightmare with highlighter. I just love highlighter. I'm gonna actually get some of that highlighter and kind of put it on the, yeah, that's better. Put it there. So I'm gonna go off camera and do my lid liner because people, I cannot be making mistakes with it now that I've done my eyeshadows, and probably put my mascara on and then come back because they'll put me sitting here going, oh. The mascara thing is about building and building and all of that. Oh, I haven't done my eyebrows. Let me do a bit of my eyebrows. I don't actually do much to my eyebrows because people, I've been blessed with plenty of eyebrows. Anything with hair, I'm blessed with, people. So I'm just filling in any gaps with the eyebrows. And again, I want to do this close up to the mirror because I don't like my eyebrows too dark. And then I'll come back, I promise. Okay, I'm back again. I'm really pleased with my makeup. So, you know, it's gonna look different when the hair's down and the outfit's off. So, I did my eyeliner perfectly. I did the lower liner. I'm going to add some white liner in here and then some in here, and I'm going to blend all of that in as well, like so. And that just, Rico's been out washing the cars. It's now going to take Lily a walk, and this is, Rico, can you dry her in the garage before you bring her in?
Of course I'll dry it whenever you like.
Because with this snow, she really makes a mess when she comes. It doesn't matter how much you dry her, she really makes a lot of mess. I'm going to go in with the Vive now, although I'm kind of liking my highlighter. Just now, just add a bit. That's that lip liner. Okay, that's the lip liner on. And by the way, people, the battery is flashing. That's me used up the whole battery, and this was supposed to be a short video. So, that is a beautiful lipstick. I'm stepping into that, so it's fine to put lipstick on. All that leaves now is for me to take my necklace. I hate taking these necklaces off because I never ever take them off. So I'm going to take my jewellery off. That's one. I'm really pleased with my makeup. I hope this doesn't ruin it now. But I'm just going to go in with this. That's cute. Oh, where's the spring? Right. No, that's absolutely fine. Oh gosh, right, I'm gonna have to say cheerio because that's me. I've run out of battery. I have no more battery. So if you want to see what the overall outfit, then I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to continue vlogging, but I need to finish this off now so I can edit it. Well, I don't even know if I'm going to edit it. Just take out the bits that I'm up and down like a yo-yo and edit this bit. And remember to tell me what your traditions are in the comments. And I'll see you in tomorrow's vlog all dressed up. Yeah, and probably I'll vlog everybody else and I'll take you with me to the dance as well. So thank you so much for being here with me on this third of Vlogmas. Anyway, if you want to see more videos from me, I'm going to link one right here, and if you're not already subscribed and I've just broken my fan, it's the A right here. See you tomorrow, my people. Mwah!